All right, here we are, lunch therapy. It's Friday. And as you know, lunch therapy is interview Friday on Fridays. So today we have a very special guest all the way from the 80s, Mr. Blas Lorenzo. And he's going to entertain us with some wonderful things. Blas is an old friend of mine. He is, not that he's old at all. He's a very, very youthful person, as you'll see. And let's get into this thing. It's Lunch Therapy Friday. I'm gonna get myself a modem. 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 All right, here we are in Mr. Rogers' neighborhood. This is from Zoom backgrounds. You'll see the trolley will go by pretty soon, which is cool. I love this guy, Zoom backgrounds guy. Mark Strignell is here. Holy Mark. Mark is going to be on a fantastic show that we're going to have tomorrow night. Tomorrow night we're doing EqualMeansEqual is having its Christmas party. Here it is right here. There's the poster. And there is the invite. So you're all invited. It's tomorrow night. EqualMeansEqual.org for all the information. There's also something in the show notes. So I hope you'll join us for that. Mark will be doing his Christmas songs, which is super cool. Jose is here. Jose, great to see you. Holy y'all. Holy Mark, thanks for the great videos. No worries. Sorry about the child. She wouldn't leave me alone. And Pam is here. Pam has been making her way across the United States in her fantastic trailer with her dog, and I welcome her here. So today, I'm going to need to take some breaths because I've got Blas Lorenzo on here. I'm a little nervous because he's a powerhouse. He's a powerhouse, and he might just take over the show completely. So it's going to be a struggle. So let's breathe in through the nose, out through the toes. Hold it. There goes the trolley. Let it go. I don't know if any of you were big fans of Mr. Rogers' Neighborhood. I know I was a huge fan. Although he kind of set the bar kind of high for being a mellow dude. And so I've always been aspiring to maybe get to that level of mellowness. In through the nose, out through the toes. Hold it. Let it go. Don't fear the Blas. Sven says Blas is a great name, one of the lesser known saints. And Jay Lacopo is here. So great to see you, Jay. Step toward the Blas. Let him be your salvation. The mythology is already starting. Okay, one more breath. In through the nose, out through the toes. Hold it. And let it go. All right, let's get into this thing.
Ronnie made me feel like more of a man than most women have ever made me feel. And I don't mean that in a, kind of way. I mean that in a manly way.
Ronnie really makes you believe in yourself.
Ronnie's slogan is, do your best and then take a big rest. Done.
By taking our what are considered mundane activities in modern society. You know, unlocking your car, or maybe that last shave stroke that you might need, or a tough one, opening those bag of chips just right so that you don't over accentuate any muscles, nor do you break the bag and lose valuable carbs all over the floor.
My girlfriend said she wasn't turned on to me anymore. She said I wasn't warm and cuddly enough. And then she left me for a comic book writer.
Donut up. Now control drop into your face.
I used to go about my day spending tens, even hundreds of calories doing just regular daily activities like lying down, brushing my teeth, reading a book. Now with the Slob 90X program, I can do these things in a lazy, almost catatonic way. Couch body.
Thank you to our sponsor, Slob 90X. They're just a big supporter of the show. So I hope that you'll go over to their website, slob90x.com, order yourself some workouts, I guess they're called. Blas is in that video. So fortunate to have him in that video and now to have him on the show. Blas is I don't even know where to begin with Blas. We're gonna talk to him about it, but he was a breakdancer. He's an actor. He's got a movie coming out that he's in. I saw him in this play. Here's a picture. It was called the Kronk Fu Battle. It was at the East West Players. So he's like a star of stage, screen. He's also a DJ and a stand-up comic. Mad TV. He was on there warming up the audience every day. I mean, he's kind of a genius. Yeah, kind of a genius. Jay purchased 2 Slob 90Xs. Congratulations, Jay, for being the proud owner of Slob 90X. Yeah, it'll make you a better man. Make you a better man. And speaking of a better man, I have a better man than me, Mr. Blas Lorenzo. There he is, all the way from his own home. Blas.
Hello. Hi.
Hey, you got a second?
Hey.
Yeah? Because come on over, because we're having a little lunch therapy here, getting a little therapy.
Oh, shit, I'm in my underwear. Hold up. I thought I was going to be I'm sorry. I'm trying to get prepared over here.
There he is. This is great to see you, Blas.
It's good to see you too, Joe.
What's his season's greetings? All right. I love it. God, we're so festive here.
What's up, bro?
What's up? What's up?
What up?
So I'm gonna start the show off. I'm gonna get you into a sort of relaxed state by showing you some visual stimulus and maybe some auditory stimulus. So let's get into this.
I'm lubing up right now.
Okay. All right. So first thing I'm going to do is just show you some relaxing scenery from one of our viewers, Todd Lee. This is where he lives. It's out in the woods. Have you ever been to the woods?
Oh, I'm a big woods guy.
Are you
Yeah.
you're a big camper?
Some of my family members. I've been trying to go every summer. This year, of course, we didn't get to go.
Wow.
But this couple years, we were in the Yosemite.
Yeah.
We got to see a lot of those. With the general tree or the oldest tree in the world, whatever it is.
Jay says your hair looks great.
But it's. I feel like I'm missing hair in this area.
Yeah.
Like,
I can't hear you very well. So if you have, speak
I'm
up
sorry.
or I don't know, if you have some headphones, it would be very helpful, I think, because I think it's cutting you out.
Oh, really? Okay, so let me grab them.
We'll listen to the chat room while you look for some headphones.
Okay, I'm going to. I'll be right back. I'm going to run to Walmart.
Okay, great. Careful, his shorts can't handle too many stimuli. Plus, your sound sucks. That's what one of the chat people is saying. I think you know her, Camila Lopez. All right, so we're going to continue on with some other visual stimuli here. I don't know if a lot of you, I'm a huge fan of The Mandalorian, and here is my friend's dog with the baby Yoda. So, and then I guess maybe it caught on, and now they're also little wildlings. And, oh,
Oh, shit.
Here's a cat drinking water. We got all these things happening here.
Yeah, I need help, babe.
So this is Moose. This is my friend Ben Gervich's cat Moose, drinking some water. And one of the things about Moose is that he's very well trained. And he takes, this is the thing, is he eats meat without grabbing it. And they trained him to do this. I think Blas is here now. Maybe he's here.
No, I don't hear anything.
He doesn't hear anything. Okay, so I was so inspired by Moose and the way Moose eats without grabbing that I decided to try and teach my cat to do that. And so here's my cat, Charlie Brown, and I was trying to feed him, and look how he grabs. Look how grabby he is. Yeah, so he just grab. So I tried to do it, and I think I got somewhere here. Let's see what he does. Here we go. And no, not quite. No. See, he knocks it down. I don't know how you train him to not knock it down like that.
Not only am I not tech savvy,
One more try.
Thing right now because my daughter's trying to help me.
Unknown caller.
Hold on 1 second. It's a robocall.
Okay, Blas is going off the screen for a second.
Hello.
He's answering phones now. And anyway, there's Charlie. Let's see what some people have to say here. Let's see. Hold on a second. All right, Kelly Spees is here. Kelly Spees Williams out there in Texas. Good to see you. I'm sort of vamping here, but I've got a lot of content to get through today, so we're gonna get back to Blas. The San Blas Islands are Panamanian. Blas from around there? We're gonna find out where Blas is from. Blas is a multifaceted man. Moose wasn't trained very well during my music video. Yeah, that's true. Blas, I can't believe you don't have a microphone. I know, he's a DJ. I think he was born with a microphone in his face. Can we see a train? Yes, we can. We're gonna see a train. It's coming up, a special kind of train. I just wanted to show you all this because I know you love gorillas eating pomegranates. So here's a gorilla eating a pomegranate that I found for y'all on TikTok. And I think it's pretty extraordinary. I think it's pretty cool. Checking in on Blas now. Let's see now.
Is that better? Is that better, bro?
Yeah, that's better? That's better. So this is a gorilla eating a pomegranate. I don't know if you've ever seen that before.
I have a question though.
Yeah.
Why do I look like the gorilla?
You do look a little like him.
Do you have a
pomegranate that you could eat at the same time?
Oh, we just ate it the other day.
Oh, you did? Okay.
Gosh,
well,
I got grapefruit. Whatever.
I don't know if you're aware, but animals love eating pumpkins. Are you aware of this?
No, pumpkins.
So here I have I'll show you. Here's a panda eating a pumpkin. Yeah. Isn't it cool? Yeah. Wait, let's see if I can get to a good part here. There he goes.
It's like she got socked in the eyes twice.
And there's a message from somebody on my phone.
You get messages from your phone on your live show.
On my show. So that's cool.
You're unbelievable. I love you so much, man. If you know, you said Jay's on with us, right?
Yeah, Jay's here.
Yeah, it's funny because when Jay and I, we used to do dance competitions together.
Oh yeah.
And we'd go back to his apartment. I was homeless then, so we used to go back to his apartment and I'd cook like pasta or something, right? We'd be sitting around, sweaty dancing dudes, right?
Yeah.
We just won $500 in a dance contest or something, right? Whatever, like our trip to Spain or, no, not Spain, San Francisco.
Yeah.
But we'd sit there and we'd eat, and while we're eating, he'd be like, "Man, dude, if you're a girl," and I'm like, "Whoa." I'm just saying, I'm just saying, if you were a girl, I'd marry you if you were a girl. I was like, I don't know.
Oh,
you see in a dress?
That would be a nightmare. That would be a nightmare.
I was like, but we're not, we weren't that, we're not gay, and the girls in our improv group, they used to think that we were partners.
Yeah.
Because we didn't hit on them.
Yeah.
We didn't hit on the girls that we in our improv group, but we'd come together, leave together. They'd be like, those guys are gay, right?
Apparently Jay's a great dancer.
Jay's a very good dancer.
He is.
He is probably the second best dancer I know.
Really? Besides me?
Well,
I've got myself dancing here.
You
want to see?
Me.
Here's some moves. I got some moves.
What?
Yeah.
Look at you.
Look at me go.
You're killing me with all that hair, bro. Really, it's. I mean.
Have you seen this? Have you seen this? Me dancing.
I did see
Yeah, it's
that.
pretty good, huh? Yeah.
Hey, look at you.
Dance.
I mean, I'm just saying, you're jamming. You're jamming it out.
I am totally jamming it out. Okay, so now that we got sound, we got to move on to some trains because there's been a request that we watch some trains. So here we go.
I'm gonna shave my head after this.
Okay, so here is a monorail in Korea.
Oh, one of the best.
Yeah, it's one of the best.
How come we can't do that, bro?
I don't
the
know,
greatest
man.
country in the world, we can't do that?
Oh, we have that. In Seattle, we have this.
And see, who's in Seattle, bro?
Lots of people, lots of folks are in Seattle.
Yeah, okay, all right.
A lot of them are here. A lot of them are here today.
They're on with us.
Yeah, they're on with us today. We're broadcasting out to Seattle.
What up, Ciara?
Seattle's best city there is.
I love Seattle, bro.
Okay, so
every time I've gone to Seattle, I've had some of the greatest experiences I've had in Seattle.
There's a video of Jim Morrison on the monorail in Seattle. Look it up. It's good time. Okay, so do you know about ASMR?
No, I don't.
Okay, so
Teach me right
ASMR,
now.
let me teach you about this because this is something that I have gotten into, and it's striking, really. I've never done this on the show before, but I'm going to teach everybody what ASMR is. It's autonomous sensory meridian response. So what happens is you get this tingling sensation. It's described as moving downwards, following the line of the spine. Many also feel this in the feet and shoulders, and it all comes from these videos. Where'd he go? And basically,
I had to look up a couple of words.
did?
Words.
Oh yeah.
Okay, I'm listening.
Do you have your dictionary handy?
It's right here.
It's gonna come in. It's gonna come in handy.
I'm gonna need it more.
Okay, so here it is. Wow. It's kind of nice, huh?
Yeah, this isn't a therapeutic type thing.
Yeah, it's a therapeutic thing. Right.
So we're shaving the Avon soap to release the perfume and the aromatherapy.
Yeah, do you hear it? Can you hear it?
Yeah, I can hear it.
Yeah. Is it soothing?
Yeah. It's not only is it soothing, but it looks like cocaine, bro. It's bothering
Looks like
me.
what?
Now I'm getting bothered.
Why?
Looks like cocaine.
Oh,
Like when I used to shave cocaine rocks.
I think it's a stretch that it looks like cocaine. I think you might have
No, I
cocaine
mean,
on the
white
brain.
is bringing back bad memories to me because it's making me remember how much money I made when I was a fucking gang. Oh, we're live.
Totally live. Blas, it was our spirits that made love. Greatest country in the world.
He's trying to justify. I really felt like he looked at me like I was wearing a dress. And whatever. It doesn't matter.
One of our viewers, Ganel, says you should shave your head.
Right now?
Yeah, right now.
I can't do it right now. Because you know why? Because my wife's not here. My wife could shave my head well, like I taught her how to do it.
Yeah.
But my daughters are like, they're so timid. They're like, just shave that shit. Like, don't creep out,
Yeah.
But I'll tell you what. Next time I come on, I'll be Michael Jordan.
Oh, this is great. This is great so far. We're gonna move on to some more like high level ASMR.
Give it to me. is that someone's butt?
Receive your comments.
Oh, it's their mouth upside down.
Yeah.
I know there's goth whispering chin face.
Can you hear it?
I can hear it, but I'm
Middle-aged whispering chin face.
This is from a channel called Ephemeral Rift. This guy's a genius.
And maybe
and this is his meditation. This is his calming video.
Yeah, this is one of his ASMR videos.
It's
whispering chin face.
it's good and yet a little bit disturbing.
It's somewhat disturbing, isn't it? There's a
Janelle.
weird crackling sound too.
Janelle's like,
He's like, this is fucked up. He doesn't like ASMR, I don't think.
yeah,
That
because
one's creepy.
this. See, even Jay's like,
Jay thinks it's creepy. No, we're in real
It's heavy.
trouble. We're in real trouble.
like it's reminding me of watching It and It Part 2.
Oh, have you seen those?
Oh, but I watched them with my daughters. They saw them many times, and
Can't
I
do
go,
it,
okay,
man.
I'm
It's
ready
too
to
scary.
sit down. We had to watch it back to back.
Yeah.
We spent 5 hours sitting down watching It. We watched It and then It 2 at like 1 in the morning. And we have this thing in our house where we watch something scary, right? Something creepy. But we have to watch something funny immediately after, to balance
Oh,
it
that's a
out.
good idea. That's a
And then
good
go to
idea.
bed, right? Like you can't go to bed. You can't lie down and go, is Pennywise in the closet? Is the clown going to jump out at us right now? Am I fighting somebody? So we always watch something funny that we
Yeah.
agree with, like whatever the stand up
a good idea.
or an episode of a
Cleanse the
comedy
palate.
show. Yeah, you gotta get it out.
We did a thing on Wednesday where, have you ever heard of the Man in the Hat?
No.
It's a scary thing that will like appear to people in their bedrooms in the middle of the night. The Man in the Hat will be standing in the corner, and it's happened since ancient Egypt. They have people talking about how this man is standing there in their bedroom, and they wake up and they get horrified. So he came on and did some stand-up last Wednesday, and you know what? I feel so much better about it now. It's just relieved me of all my fear. This is a therapeutic
feel so
show.
much better. You feel so much better. What do you mean, like watching stand up?
Yeah, because he's hilarious and he's kind of a goof. And so if he shows up at night, instead of screaming, I'll probably just start laughing now. See, that's the therapy of the show.
Yeah.
Let
That
me
makes sense. That makes sense.
let me show you one more ASMR.
Well,
this is
certainly, I think
this
one
is
of the
some
best
ancient
experiences
ASMR
is
from Susan
seeing a
Kerr
person
of
who's never
Apple
used
computers.
a Lisa before or a Mac before, and even never used a computer before. It is possible, easily possible, to teach most people to use one of these computers in about 20 minutes. And a lot of that is because you can explain what an icon means.
Is that
and
relaxing?
A person can remember it easily. So we certainly use Lisa as a jumping off point.
It's
and
relaxing
looking to
because
some
I feel
refinements
like
and additions for
the network
some
is
of the new
gonna
features. What you see now
close
is
right
the
after
image,
this.
the icon
Like,
that
I'm
you
gonna
get
get
when
the-
you just plug Mac in
the
and turn it on.
color bars
It prompts
with the-
you with a picture of the diskette. So you
That's why it's
say,
relaxing.
I
It's
need
like,
something.
this is
So
the last
that
thing I'm gonna
all you do
hear
is it only fits
before I
in
fall
one
asleep
way,
in
so
front of the
there's no way
TV
you can
back
break
in
it.
1986.
I think you should watch this video because I think maybe you should go back and start, from the beginning with learning computers so that, I think that's the problem is you didn't really start really early on. And so now, that's why you always call me for computer help. It's because you didn't get the foundation. So if you go back to the Apple Macintosh original computer, the Apple Macintosh Plus, and
The
start from there.
Mac 2 and the Mac 1,
Yeah.
the Apple 1, Mac 2.
Apple IIe, perhaps, or
Yeah.
maybe even the Commodore 64. If you go start with that and then move forward, I think.
My brother and I turned that into a fish tank. In
That's
like
the problem.
94, 95, yeah.
That's the problem.
But you're not wrong, but you're not really realizing the importance that I'm trying to, like, I use the computer scenario, the IT help, right? It's just a way to be with you.
Oh, is that it?
Way
It's
to,
an
like,
excuse.
A way to look at you. Like, can't
It's a
I be in the
bromance
room
thing.
with Joel? You know what I mean?
I hope
Like even
Jay doesn't
Kamala,
get jealous.
when I walk in, Kamala's like, "Oh, you got your computer?" Like that's your excuse. Cameron's like this. She's like, don't fuck my husband, please. Oh, God. She's like, I love him. I love you, but please. Don't.
My nightmares of the Man in the Hat have been replaced. It's replacement therapy. I will no longer have those nightmares. It's been replaced by nightmares of Blas.
You have a crush on my husband, Blas, please. We've been friends for so long.
Nightmare. Please
don't hit on him.
So I want to skip forward here because I want to share something with you because I don't think you know about my upbringing and how difficult it was.
You mean in Seattle?
Yes,
in
Seattle.
Years in Seattle?
I'm gonna show you. This is what I had to deal with. This is my life. This is my playground.
And suffers more owner neglect than perhaps any other mall in the region. That's the feeling of many of the shop owners here. But there's new hope. 2 weeks ago, the mall was bought by a local company, Northwest Building Corporation.
This is where I used to frequent. This was my playground. We just hung out at this mall.
Oh, you were a mall rat.
I'm a mall rat. Yeah, I think that's it.
Yeah, you were a mall rat. Yeah.
So, and then specifically, we hung out in this place called the Spaceport. I don't know if you had one of these. This is a training film.
Okay. Oh, for the arcade? It was a training film for the place for the arcade?
Yeah.
Spaceport takes great pride in the special people we choose to run our stores all across America.
And you can be very proud to have been chosen as part of the team responsible for running your spaceport.
As an attendant, your most important responsibility is knowing our company rules and enforcing them at all times. So, in the next few minutes, we'll go over all of the steps you and your team should take every day to provide for uniform management of every store in the chain.
The most important rule to remember is that our customers are number one. Without customers, there's no spaceport, no jobs, and no paychecks.
So treat every customer with respect, making them feel welcome, and letting them know that you appreciate their business.
The first thing each employee should...
So I was raised by these guys, these astronauts at the
spaceport. You were raised by guys in jumpsuits, short sleeve jumpsuits.
They look like astronauts.
They gave change.
They
broke
change.
Dollars.
Yeah.
They broke dollars.
This is my inspiration.
By these guys. Yeah, like you were raised, your village that you were raised in, right?
Yeah.
Was arcade jockeys.
Yeah, exactly.
And we're going back there, and you're sharing this with me because you want me to understand.
I want you to understand more about me because this is a therapy show, and I want you to know really where I come from and the pain that I have inside.
I loved the idea that I gave I love the idea of the background I gave you before. It's a better background. You know what I mean? You're a Seahawks fan.
Yeah.
And you love football. You love sports, right?
Yeah.
And you're a tech guy, which means, in the 80s, you probably had a Commodore 64 or whatever, right?
I did, of course.
Also, right, in the early 90s, late 80s, you probably had a Nintendo 64.
I wasn't lucky enough to have a Nintendo. I managed to get an Atari. My friends had some Intellivision. Do you remember Intellivision?
Intellivision.
That was like the pinnacle at the time.
You're making me feel very...
Oh, we're going to get nostalgic on this show, man. We're going to get nostalgic today. This is about the 80s.
But I loved you. I love the idea that I gave you, the background I gave you, because I think it's healthier, and I think it made me appreciate you more.
I know. You thought I was somebody else, but instead I was raised by astronauts at the spaceport playing Dig Dug and Crazy Climber.
This is the worst game. They're not even the best.
That was
game.
my favorite one was Crazy Climber. I think you can tell a lot about a person by what their favorite 80s video game is. What was yours?
Right.
What was yours?
I was an Asteroids dude.
Oh, see?
I did Galaga. Or was it Galaga?
Yeah.
Yeah, Galaga. Asteroids. And I did Centipede until I got beat by like a 9-year-old.
Yeah.
And I pinched like 50 times from the ball, right? My hand. Because I used to have soft hands then. I wasn't doing hard labor. I was 14, 15, right? And Centipede, Asteroids, Galaga. Yeah. Never good at Pac-Man. Like my friends can memorize the patterns for Pac-Man, right?
We've got some chat room mentions here. Galaga. I think Jay likes Galaga too. It says something about your relationship.
He plays with Alexander, with my son.
He likes joust, which also says something about your relationship, I believe.
Listen, joust, dig dug, and what was your other shit? Climber, ladder. What was it?
Crazy climber. I was the only crazy climber fan.
I never put a quarter to play any of those 3 games. None of them. Joust. I had quarters.
Camille likes Bubble Bobble. She's clearly not from our generation.
Bubble Bobble. Babe, what's
track and field? Yes, track and field, where you had to hit the buttons really fast to run.
Yeah, and yeah, it was. It was fun, but you know, I'd rather run outside than make a video game run. You know what I mean? Like that's how I was. I played sports my whole life. I danced my whole life. So I was an outdoor guy. So the games that I played, like let me put it this way, bro. Asteroids, Galaga, and Centipede.
Yeah.
I wasn't even really good at it. Like I wasn't great at it. You know, I didn't bet money on it. I wasn't like, I'll bet you $1, I beat you. You know, I didn't do that.
Jay says he was fat because because he was playing track and field and that was his exercise. Hitting the buttons really fast.
He was running track and field, so he's blaming his fatness on that. No,
I was a fat kid too.
No.
Fat kids unite.
No, listen. Yes, absolutely.
Fat kids unite.
Were you fat as a kid?
Oh yeah. See, you're learning all kinds of things about me in this interview with you.
I can't see you as a fat kid.
Yeah, I was.
The history I gave you, might
totally
be
different.
Best. It might be the best idea for you. Like if you just took what I'll send you a 1-page, right?
Yeah.
I'll send you a
rewrite my history.
Your history, and then you can
suit
go,
Blas.
Wow. Well, just you can go, oh wow, that's actually pretty good. He looks at me. He sees me in a higher regard than I see myself.
I grew up in Seattle, man. You know who else hung out at the spaceport?
Don't say it.
Lane Staley.
Really?
Alice in Chains. Yeah. Same spaceport. He hung out there. I bet there's some songs about it. I bet you.
I don't know all their library, but yeah, how could you not? How can you be Alice in Chains?
I'm sure Kurt Cobain frequented the spaceport. I'm sure all of them did. But definitely Lane Staley, because he went to high school nearby.
But there's a lot of pot smoking back then. You know what I mean? Like bad pot.
I don't know about that.
Not good pot.
They never gave it to me.
See what you're doing? See what you're doing now? You're changing the narrative that I have for you. You're changing the narrative.
All right, so now this is how I see your upbringing. Now I'm going to show you what I see as your upbringing, okay? And I'm jealous of this, by the way.
You know, from the Bay, right?
Yeah.
Telmac presents.
You know, I wasn't.
Oh wait.
Yeah. You know, I wasn't born a dancer. I learned to do it with a lot of help. With a lot of help you can learn too. Moves like the moonwalk or the King Tut. It's all right here in my Breaking and Popping book. Almost 100 pages that simply and clearly take you through the moves. In a few minutes,
you ever see that ad?
Backspins that will flip out your friends, or eye-popping moves like the centipede. My
about that?
step-by-step guide starts with
Ads
the
like
basics.
this, like hip hop,
but
like
takes you
breakdancing
all the way
ads.
to tough moves, like the
I was
windmill.
doing that. Like
Yeah,
I was
you were
teaching.
doing it.
It's all right
I
here,
was
my
I got
easy-to-follow book.
breakdancing.
And tell mom and dad it's the
I was
slave
at
boy
an
breaking
academy,
pop.
an
Not
actors
the things
academy.
You shouldn't try.
Yeah.
My book comes with fold-out breaking board. Carry around to give you a huge 65 by 70 safe
affiliate
dancing
of the
area
Actors Studio.
Oh yeah.
Or ACT, not the Actors Studio, ACT in San Francisco, right? Like our Peter Donat, there were huge theater actors that would come and they would do clinics. You know, they do certain kind of programs with us. And the woman, Lois Grandy, she ran this academy out of the suburbs of the Bay Area, East Bay, out of Alamo, California, just outside of Walnut Creek, like just outside of the Caldecott Tunnel in Berkeley. And she saw me perform and she came to me and she said, "Hey, how'd you like to have a breakdancing class?
Yeah.
You want to teach breakdancing, right?" And I was like, I make a lot of money. Like I get down every weekend, you know what I mean? Like I DJ and I break dance and I rap. You know, I was doing shows since I've been 16. I've been doing live shows and making money. And she was like, "I could pay $20 an hour." And I went, $20 an hour.
An hour.
This is like 1984, bro, 85. And I was like, so I could teach like 2 or 3 classes and make $20 an hour, right? I go, but what if I draw students?
Yeah.
You know, what if I go from 5 students to 20 students?
Mm-hmm.
Like, I think I deserve more.
Oh, more.
Yeah, because I'm bringing people in.
Yeah.
And those students, those dance students, like the jazz, ballet, aerobics, whatever, right? Hip hop.
Yeah.
Those students would come in and then they go,
yeah.
You know, and I'd be like, well, now I'm drawing people in. So then it became a commission job. And I was making $800 a week.
$800 a week for teaching,
just teaching
breakdancing?
Yeah, breakdancing, yeah. And bro, some of the kids, they don't even fucking know shit.
You know, this is one of my favorites.
They love the clap.
I want to show you this and see if you were involved in
The
this at all.
set?
No, this is
Still breaking the hard way? Well, have I got something for you? The original breakboard. One of the slickest, fastest, lightest, and most durable boards ever made for breaking. The breakboard is easy to carry with its built-in hand grip so you can take it anywhere.
Isn't that great?
Made from durable corrugated plastic, the breakboard has a cushion surface that reduces pressure on your neck.
Did you have one of
shoulders,
those?
and knees, and it's built to last.
We made our own, bro.
The breakboard can be used anywhere.
You didn't buy a breakboard?
Yeah, that's for the Midwest, bro. That's for Seattle.
We all wanted this thing.
Yeah, because it made you feel like I'm a breakdancer. But we made our own breakboard. We were actually, too. I'll tell you right now.
Get down. That's 1-800 Down or send check.
I'm not wrong, right?
Yeah.
West Coast, we were the first ones. My crew, we were the first ones to walk into a spot and roll out linoleum. Just roll it out.
Linoleum.
And dudes they'd be breakdancing.
Yeah.
On the sidewalk.
Yeah.
Or maybe cardboard, and we'd roll out linoleum, and they were like, "Oh fuck, that guy just got my kitchen floor."
Did you ever make jumps in the street and then jump with your bike? Like take some logs or something and then put like a ramp on it and then jump? That's what we were doing.
Yeah. Well, we were doing that, but like skateboarding and bikes, right?
Yeah.
We were doing some of that, but like my period, like my time, was all about music. It was all about music.
See, this, we were wasting our time.
I was a b-boy from Jump Street.
We were trying to be like Evel Knievel. That was our goal in life. Either be like one of the spaceport guys or be Evel Knievel. It was one of those things. And that's what we were working on. While you were dancing and learning, actual skills, we were doing that. Cardboard box. Did you ever use a cardboard box?
For breakdancing?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. Like, we made our own boards.
You made $800 a week teaching breakdancing, and you couldn't give these people a nickel for a breakboard? What the heck, man?
These guys?
Yes.
Why would I give them a nickel when I'm selling them myself?
It was only $13.95 plus $3.50 shipping.
Bro, we took refrigerator boxes, right, that people would create rockets from or clubhouses from, and we would split them and we would create breakboards, our own breakboards.
Wow.
And
then, I gotta show you this.
I remember it got to the point where it was like, might as well sell a couple, especially the kids I was teaching. I was like, hey man, sell a couple.
Sell a couple.
Yeah, like the kid goes, oh, I don't have anything. Oh, take this board, man.
$13.95 plus $3.95 shipping.
$20, bro.
What about this? This is a video of Vin Diesel
Kick
back
out
in the day.
the right and cross the left.
Do you think that's
Remove
really
the left
Vin Diesel?
leg and replace further
face.
left.
Yeah.
Look at his
Bring
camel
your
face.
right leg under and your right arm
Oh, right?
over.
Like Joe
Then
Camel.
your left leg under and your right arm over.
That's his look.
Kick your left leg
But
and
he was
return.
good. I mean,
Kick
he's a
your
badass
right
dude.
leg
Oh,
and
he is a
cross
badass
the
dude.
left leg.
So-
Move
Also,
the left leg
an
and
avid video
replace
game
it
player.
Further
You see
left.
this, bro?
Yeah.
Put your right leg
1984
under and bring your left arm
$4
over.
an hour.
Then your left arm.
I was making $20 an hour, bro. Minimum wage back then was $4.
That's awesome.
I was making $20 an hour teaching kids that. And it took them 6 weeks to learn that. And another 6 weeks just to learn how to spin on their back.
Some great floor work by the old Vin Diesel there, huh? Scramble foot to foot. Isn't that awesome? I love it so much.
It's good, bro. This is,
All right, so we're going to move into another room here. Going to make a transition. That was super fun.
Yeah, I appreciate that. I do.
Yeah, so did I get a pretty good, accurate bead on what your upbringing was like or what your youth was like?
Okay, so I'll say this. You were very, very close.
Very close.
Very close. But like everything you showed, right? I was doing that the year before they were doing that.
You invented it.
I don't know how, like one of my old friends, right, from back home.
Yeah.
Like when I go up to the Bay once in a while, right, about maybe 10, maybe 15 years ago, right, I go back home to the Bay Area, and the people, like people I went to school with, people I knew, right, they knew me, right.
Yeah.
And my b-boy name was Baby Blas back then, so they
Baby
knew.
Blas?
They knew. Yeah, Baby.
That's what Jay was saying in the room. Baby
Yeah,
Blas.
Baby
I was
Blas.
like, what?
My
Is that like
grandfather.
Baby Yoda?
Hey, yes.
Yes.
My grandfather's the first Blas Nazareta, right? And growing up, my Uncle Richard, my Uncle Angel, they used to go, "Hey, Baby Blas, what's up?" Because my mother, 6 of 10 kids, named me. She named me after my grandfather. So her 2 younger brothers always used to call me Baby Blas. And I was like, fuck, that's kind of cool, Out of 30 grandkids or 35 grandkids, I was the only one named after him.
Oh,
And I took it, I embraced it, I took it. I was like, man, that's a fucking cool b-boy name. You know what I mean? Anybody that sees Baby Blas, they're going to go, oh, this guy, he's not a threat. He's like, he's a baby or whatever, right? Baby boy, whatever, right? And so I embraced it. I embraced the name. That became my b-boy name, my DJ name for many, many years. And I killed everybody, bro.
Really?
Murdered them. Murdered them, bro. I could say right now, bro.
Yeah.
If you want to get down with me,
I do.
You got problems.
I do want to get down. I want to get down.
I used to go into, I was 17, 18 years old.
Yeah.
And I used to go into nightclubs, 21 and over, right? Variety shows for $500, $1,000, whatever, right? And they'd have the top singers, they'd have the top, talent in that area. Like in Oakland, Uppies was Gene Upshaw's, the great Raider football player.
Yeah.
That was his club, and people, there was a variety show, right? You do 6-8 weeks of the variety show, then you have the championship, right? Every night you get an opportunity to win $100, make it to the finals, win $1,000. And I would just go in and go, let me just get on the board. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And everybody, like the Bay Area, like all the talent would be there because they knew it was a great show, variety show, right? And I'd go in and I'd sit in the corner because I wasn't old enough to drink. You know what I mean? I'd sit there and I'd kick back and I'd go. I used to wear this poncho kind of thing over my costume.
Yeah.
After I got dressed, right? We draw numbers, or they'd say, where do you want to go? And I always want to go last. Let me go last because after me, it's going to be a problem.
Yeah.
And then the DJ or the MC was always like, all right, little man, And then I go there, like a club like that, right? We're talking about Oakland. It's a black club. It's all black, bro. A couple of people there that aren't, you know what I mean? This is the 80s. It's like 85, 86, or not even 85, 86. I was younger, so it was like 82, 81, whatever. And I'd go there and I'd just sit down and I'd wait. And everybody's practicing. Everybody's doing their shit. They're on the floor dancing, warming up, really pretty much just showing off whatever it is they got. And I'm sitting there and I'm going, man, they're in trouble, man. They're in trouble.
Yeah.
And one of my closest friends, JD Joe, one of the great DJs in the Bay Area, he was also a great b-boy. We had a group. I'll share this with you right now. We had a group called Nights by Nights. Nights by Nights.
Oh, you got pictures.
Look at that. Look at that.
Oh, man.
Look at.
It's hard to see. You got to move it to the right.
No, let me take the picture out. So we had a group called Nights by Nights, right?
Yeah.
And we.
Oh, now I can see it.
Up. We used to perform.
Yeah.
On Fisherman's Wharf, Pier 39.
Do you have masks on?
We have masks on.
Did they have a plague back
with
then as well?
glasses. No, you're gonna love this. Like way ahead of our time.
I guess so.
White gloves. You know.
Yeah.
Way before.
Michael Jackson.
No. What was the biggest dance crew?
You're the expert.
No, I forgot their name. They won the best dance crew.
Yeah.
And they perform around the world. They wear white
Oh,
masks.
those guys are great. I love those guys. I don't know
They're
their names.
awesome, right?
Yes.
Because you know why? Because they will live forever because nobody sees their faces.
Yeah.
They could replace players, you know?
Yeah.
They could replace dancers. And they've been doing that for years. I love them.
Oh, I love them
It's,
so much. I wish I had a clip from that. The Jabberwockies. Thank you, Jay Lacopo.
Jabberwockies.
Has some brain cells left. Yes.
They took what we were doing. To
Love
the
those
next
guys.
level.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And be honest, like I'm pretty sure most of them are Asian or Filipino or Korean or something, right?
So great.
And they did what we used to do. What we used to do, bro.
Yeah.
You know, 1980.
You were the pre-Jabberwocks.
Look at that. White gloves. We put socks over our shoes so we can moonwalk.
Where's you? Which one's you?
Which one is? Oh, I am that guy.
You are. That's you.
And JD Joe.
You look cool,
bro,
man.
my boy, the tallest guy in the group.
Yeah.
Oh man, he was awesome. He was vicious.
Really?
You can't be 6 foot Filipino and boogaloo the way he boogalooed, the way he you know, tutted and like, you know, strutted. He was maybe 130 pounds, 6 foot Filipino kid, right? And he was our secret weapon.
Mm-hmm.
Like we battled dudes in other cities, Fremont, you know, Vallejo, San Francisco, Fisherman's Wharf, whatever. We used to have battles, right?
Yeah.
And our whole crew would get down and kill people, right?
Yeah.
And then they throw out somebody who they thought their secret weapon was.
Uh-huh.
And then we'd part the sea, and this kid would come out, my boy Joe would come out, and oh my God, bro. He'd murder you.
Really?
Murder you with his fucking skills. Like he's one of the great DJs, you know, to come out of the West Coast, unknown. Like he and I are doing music right now. Like that's what we're doing right now. We're producing and working on music together.
Yeah.
And he would if I didn't murder you, he's gonna fucking take your head off.
Kill them through dance.
And we had a system, you know, we had a way. And back then, like I was saying, like going to these variety shows, right?
Yeah.
Back then, people used to dance to one song. They pick one song, right?
Mm-hmm.
They dance for a minute and a half, 2 minutes, right? They already showed all their moves, you know, the last hour on the dance floor.
Yeah.
But I had a mixtape. You know, I had 8
You
songs.
brought your own?
I brought my own music. JD Joe and I used to make these mixes back in the day.
Mm-hmm.
And I used to take these mixes, or I'd make my own mix or whatever, you know, if I'm going to do my own thing, whatever.
Yeah.
And I take them and I go, they'd say, you only get a minute and a half. I'll be like, then play this side of the tape.
Yeah.
If we got 2 minutes, flip it over, play this side.
Is that how you started being a DJ? Was making music so that you could break dance?
I started being a DJ in elementary school when I was the guy that was changing the records at the dance.
Mm-hmm.
The 45s,
Yeah.
you know, the little BSR opened up the cabinet.
Yeah.
The mono speaker, and I used to grab the microphone. Like nobody did this in elementary school but me.
Yeah.
I used to grab the microphone, the PA microphone from the stage. Our dances were in the cafeteria, which was our auditorium, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I grabbed the microphone, I put it on the speaker so it'd be louder. And then I'd play records. I'd play all these 45s, you know.
Wouldn't you
And
get
everybody was
feedback
like,
doing that?
no, you don't get feedback when you put the microphone to the speaker of the record player. You
Oh,
get
okay.
feedback when you put the microphone in front of the speaker that's playing.
For the microphone. Yeah.
Right. So I was the first one to do that. Like even the principal was like, "That
genius.
What are you doing?" And I was like, "It's got to be louder. We want to dance." You know what I mean?
Yeah.
This is like, bro, this is like 3rd, 4th grade, 5th grade. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And that's when I knew. I go, oh, like I know what music is.
Mm-hmm.
And then I grew up with all these great artists, you know, Earth, Wind and Fire, Kool and the Gang, you know, Gap Band, Foreigner,
Yeah.
Journey, you know, whatever, like this is how I grew up, you know, and dancing, you know, And my mother and my Auntie Darlene, they used to make me perform every year at the Christmas pageant, the Christmas show.
Baby Blas.
At the Filipino American Association.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I can picture.
And my aunt used to put these shows together. They made costumes for us, me and my cousins, my two girl cousins, and we just used to kill it. And then in elementary, like I said, I did that, right? Going into junior high, they always hired somebody to play the music.
Yeah.
But the guy didn't know what he was doing. And I'd always have to go like, bro, you got to play this song. Play these 4 songs right now. And then play this slow song.
Yeah.
Play the Commodores. Just to be close to you, girl. Play that after these 3 songs. You're good. And in middle school,
yeah,
when you're slow dancing with a girl in middle school,
yeah,
and teachers are like, whoa, back up. Hey, a little space here. That was the romance, bro. Slow jams.
Oh yeah.
Back in the day, that created relationships and romance.
Oh yeah. And the slow dance thing was like a huge step forward.
Yeah, they don't do that anymore.
They don't do that anymore? Well, they don't do anything like that anymore.
My boy Dante Bosco, he wrote a play about slow jams, like slow dancing.
Yeah.
He's got this really great play. And I did some readings with him and stuff. He produced it, and it's the idea of slow songs. You know what I mean? I love the idea that he had. I was like, wow, because he was what, 10 years younger than me, and that was the end of that era.
Yeah.
And he held on to that as a memory, wrote a play about it, and I really, honestly, I really think that it's probably one of the best things he's ever written.
Really?
And he's a great poet. He's an
yeah.
international poet. He's he's a super talent. But reading that script and the memories that he remembers that as a kid, he remembered that as a kid.
It's good to write things down now. Well, you still remember it.
So,
what about this? I saw you in this play at East West Players, and you still have it. You still got it, man. You were like the Miyagi of the of the break dancing. It was so great.
You're not wrong. The story,
so cool.
It's a kind of a Karate Kid story.
Yeah.
The concept, right? The
Mr.
the concept
Miyagi.
of the play. And I played the Mr. Miyagi role.
Yeah.
And
Crunk Funk Battle.
Kung Fu Battle.
Kung Fu Battle. Yeah, that's it. Kung Fu Battle.
Battle. It's right. Kung Fu Battle.
Battle.
Yeah, and I auditioned for so many plays for East West Player, bro. I got callbacks. I thought I was going to get a play here. Like it's an all Asian theater company.
Mm-hmm.
It's one of the oldest.
They're very
theater
good too.
It's one of the oldest theater companies in the country of color. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? There was one theater that was older than them, I think, on the East Coast.
Yeah.
And then I think just after we did Kung Fu Battle a couple years later, that theater had to close. And then now East West Players is they're the oldest and longest running theater of color. And they've done Les Mis, they do everything. They do Christmas Carol, they do,
They have a nice space
but it's
too.
but it's an all Asian cast.
I don't know. Yeah.
Oh, they're great. They're great.
Yeah.
And they're an accomplished theater. They're
right
they're
there
not
in
a
downtown LA. Like
downtown
a
LA,
full-on equity theater, I think.
Yeah, they're full-on equity theater.
Mm-hmm.
And I auditioned for so many roles with them, got close to getting something, never booked it, right? And they were doing this play, and they were looking for the Mr. Miyagi role, Sir Master Cert, right? The role that I did. And they were already in rehearsals. Like actors were taking dance lessons, dancers were taking acting lessons.
Mm-hmm.
They were already in pre-production, and they still hadn't cast the narrator, my role.
Yeah.
And Dante, as a matter of fact, he was like, "Hey man, you guys, you need to see Blas, man. Go call my cuz, call my family, just get him in here. Like you don't even know." And then they called me, said, "Hey, Dante told us to give you a call, right?" And I go, I had to look at my family. I was like, East West Players asked me to audition for something, It's going to be a 3-month deal, And I go, okay. So, I was just like, let me just go in and audition because it's not a guarantee, right? Mm-hmm. And honestly, Joel, like I'm the worst auditioner. I'm not a good.
I feel
if
you,
you
man. I
told
feel
me
ya.
you want to give me a role in something, I'll kill it.
Don't ask me to do that. Yeah.
But if you're
I get
asking me
that.
to audition and then come back and do the same thing,
Yeah.
2-3 times for the producer, for the director, right? You're telling me to recreate something,
Yeah.
right? Then I'm horrible auditioner, bro. The casting director love me. I'll go in. It only takes one producer to look at me and go, nah, fucking, he's out. They still let me read though, right?
Yeah.
They let you read instead of going, listen, motherfucker, you ain't gonna get it. Get the fuck out of here.
Yeah.
You know, like theater.
Yeah.
Theater, they do that. They go, thank you.
Thank you.
4, 5, 9, step forward. Everybody else, thank you. That's theater. Theater's real.
Yeah.
But TV and film, it's not kind. It's not nice. you
Well,
know?
theater and film, you
And
just never hear from them again.
yeah, but that's my point. Like,
It's not
you
like
walk
they
out and
say,
you're like,
get out of here. They just say never
but
hear
you
from them
walk-
again.
Remember when you walk out and you go like, man, I fucking killed that shit. Like I did some shit.
Now I have to
come
wait
on,
the rest
right?
of my life.
Come on, right? And then you call your agent. And your agent goes, the director had a little cousin.
Totally.
And you go, really? Okay, whatever. But it lingers with you, right? It stays with you as an actor. The reject part stays with you, and it messes you up.
Mm-hmm.
You know. And for me, I'll tell you, like, I'm not a good auditioner. I'm just not. I know that I'm not. You know, but I know what I'm good at.
Mm-hmm.
You know. So with that play, I went in, I fucking murdered it.
Yeah.
Now they're going, oh,
Yeah, you killed
shit.
it. You were
You know,
great in
he
that
killed
play.
that shit. But we got 3 other actors that have names. You know, they have clout. They've done
Didn't you
plays
like
with us.
lose weight doing that too? Like you were like really
Oh, I dropped
in
I
great
dropped like
shape. But was
Oh,
it
I
from
dropped
doing the play that you like
Yes.
just jumping in there?
Dancing every day.
Did you hurt
sweating
yourself
every
at all?
day. Well, you know, body takes a wear. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? Like I'm older now, so it's like, you know, my knees aren't as great as they should be, but
Yeah.
you know, and in that play, I just mustered it, you know, like whatever the pain came from, it was like, bro, you're the lead in this play.
That's the
You're
thing
the
about a play.
narrator.
You gotta go.
I was in, there were only 3 scenes I wasn't in. I was in every single fucking scene. I had to change costumes and run back and narrate. You know, like Hamilton?
Yeah.
What's his name? Leslie Odom Jr.
Uh-huh.
He plays Aaron Burr, right?
Yeah.
He's the narrator though.
Yeah.
So he's in almost every scene.
Yeah, that can be
right?
tough.
Like, I remember that. I watched him and I love that kid. I'm telling you right now. He's got a
Yeah.
Christmas album
Oh,
right
yeah.
now. It's so good. I love him. He sings effortlessly. And that's what reminded me about Kung Fu Battle Battle was like, you know, they told me, you know, I said to them, I go, I'm a stay-at-home dad. You know, I chose not to work. I work when I do the TV shows I want to do, warm up, and I DJ when I want to DJ, you know, but I'm a stay-at-home dad. I'm a full-time dad. My wife was full-time. She carries the load, you know. I go, so whatever you're going to offer me, if you're going to make me an offer, right? My family has to be on board.
Yeah.
You know, they got to sign off on it. So for me, right, after I did the first audition, they were like, oh man, you did so good, bro. You know, can you come back? Right. 2 days later. And I go, so it's a callback. It's not decided yet. Right.
Mm-hmm.
But you got to tell me what am I looking at? What's the schedule? What's the rehearsal schedule? What are we doing? You know, just in case they pick me.
Mm-hmm.
Like I was already in front of it, even though I didn't have the job yet. I was just like, you got to tell me what I'm looking at. Because if you want me, if you're asking me to participate, my family has to sign off.
Yeah, that's cool of you. You know, it's a commitment. A play is a real commitment, especially in LA, because you never know what's going to happen, and you got to stick with it. All right,
Plays
so
are different here. Oh, I'm
gonna
sorry,
have to end
bro.
the show.
You're right. I'm sorry.
We're at the limit here. I don't know what the limit is.
I'm sorry.
but
You're right. Like your intro was like, this motherfucker, I'm gonna take over and shit. You know?
No,
I
great.
really don't mean to.
I would love to have you on the show again. We'll do that in the future.
A great
Hopefully.
relationship. And I would love, you know, I love you and I love Kamala, you know, and I'm proud of you. I'm glad that you found, you know, a space, right? You can't do stand-up right now.
Yeah.
You know, you can, but you got to navigate that.
Yeah.
You know? And you've been doing so good, bro. Silly and I come out to see you do stand-up, you know, you come out, you talk to me and we talk, right? And you embrace good criticism. well. You know, there's some comedians, they just don't.
Yeah.
Their ego's too involved. And they're like, man,
well, it's hard, you know. It's hard to not put
it is.
your
It's
ego
very,
in.
very hard. Yeah, it's very, very hard. But you, I'm telling you, like, you're one of my favorite, like you and Jamel, right? Jamel Hooper, brother Jamel, right?
Yeah,
you guys are doing stand-up at the same time. I even told him, I said, hey, listen, I'm going to tell Joel, you got to get Jamel on the show.
That'd be great.
I said,
love that.
he's going to reach out to you.
Cool.
You know, because he's so talented. You know what I mean? And you too, like you and Kamala doing stand-up, I do stand-up, we do stand-up, but there's no audience right now. And the fact that you created this platform, it's so beautiful, bro.
Thanks,
I love you so
Blas,
much.
and thanks for
I'm proud of
coming here
you.
and taking the stage. I really appreciate it. And now that we got your audio thing, that was great how you like got that working right away. Now you sound great. So we figured it out.
Well,
and thanks to your daughter too, because she really helped us get this together.
Yeah, Aaliyah and Angelique, they love you guys. They love you guys, bro.
Oh,
You know
that's
what I
sweet.
mean? Alexander hasn't had a lot of time with you, but I'm telling you, you're gonna love him. He sings pitch perfect, bro. Pitch perfect. He
He
plays
got the
3
Blas
instruments.
pipes.
He corrects me.
Really?
I'll sing and he'll like, Dad, that's not right. And then he'll sing and I'll go, in my mind, I'll be like, you little fucker.
Oh wait, I want to play the trailer to that movie that you're in. So let's do that.
You're gonna play the long version?
Well, I don't know. What do I need?
What I sent you is almost 2-something minutes.
Okay.
but,
Are you like in the beginning of it? We'll just play a little bit of it.
Yeah, you can do that.
Okay, it's coming out this weekend. I'm going to go back to our little
Ray
thing
Oriel.
here. Ray
Baby
Oriel's in
Blas.
it. Hold on, let me get it.
Malcolm
There's
McDowell, Denise Richards, Eric Balfour. I'm the lead in the movie, bro.
You are?
No, I'm not. I'm in,
like
I'm in the
that.
first 15 minutes, and then it's like we don't even know if I'm dead or not. The writer and director's writing part 2, and I'm texting him going, if you didn't kill me off,
Let's get it
think
going,
about it, bro.
Let's get it. Let's watch it here, just a little bit. We're
Appreciate
not
you,
gonna
bro.
watch the whole thing.
Nah.
A seaside town known for its swashbuckling history is the perfect place for these young treasure seekers to start an amazing adventure.
What you got there, Huckleberry?
Booyah! But when they stumble upon a
real treasure map,
they attract a bevy of unsavory characters,
stop right there. They're up to something.
including a crew of time-traveling pirates.
Oh, that sounds like fun.
A pleasure to meet you, Miss Dad.
Who will stop
Eric
at
Balfour, he's
nothing
cool.
to get back their lost treasure.
If it's treasure ye seek,
don't
you
blink,
will
don't
need a
blink.
map.
Put your right hand on the skull of truth. I swear not to tell anyone about the map.
This one here is going on and on about the lost treasure of William Kidd. There's a map.
There he is.
Not the fun speaks.
What's this about a treasure map?
Malcolm McDowell. Yeah.
4 names, 4 pieces to the puzzle. Each of the pirates had their own piece in a secret hiding place.
This looks awesome.
Yeah. I'm very grateful, bro. Rick and Ray inviting me to do this project. you
Yeah.
know? It was a big deal, bro. You know,
Ray
'cause I hadn't
Oriel.
been acting for a while. You know, I've been stay-at-home dad.
Yeah.
And for Ray to like invite me, and then Rick going, Blas, oh fuck yeah, let's get Blas in there. You know, it was good for me. You know, at the time, we shot this
Yeah.
April 2019.
Wow.
And it's out now. It did very well on the virtual Cannes Film Festival. I think that's how they got a distribution deal. And
Well, it
then
looks
now
great.
he's writing part 2. Oh, doesn't it? Doesn't
Yeah,
it look
looks
good?
terrific, man.
It's like Goonies and Sandlot.
Yeah.
You know, it's got that feel. It's got that kid feel.
I love it. All right, we're
Yeah.
moving on out of that. But that was, thanks for sharing that with us. That
Oh,
movie.
thank you,
What is the name of it?
Time Crafters.
Time Crafters. Yeah. Time Crafters. Okay.
Yeah.
All right, cool.
I
So
think-
Time
I think,
Crafters, everybody check that out. We're going to move into what the end of the show is, which is our dance party. Always end with this. And I just kind of move around like I do, while we play a song that is a cover song from somebody. Sometimes I know them, sometimes I don't. These people I do not know, but they are singing Joan Jett's I Love Rock and Roll. Classic
Oh,
favorite.
cover of I Love Rock and Roll?
That's right.
nice.
And I don't know where they're from. some place other than the United States, I think. Let's get in there.
Whoa! Hell yeah!
Yeah. It's like a Zoom thing. I don't know how people do this over Zoom.
I know.
They're called Banda Purpura.
Where's it from?
I don't know. That's the thing. I tried to find out, but I'll tell y'all maybe on Monday or something.
Oh, good, bro.
But there's
good, look at that.
They have a channel. It's called Banda Purpura. Subscribe.
I love rock and roll.
That's the hardest part, though. I can't do it. All right, Blas. Thanks so much for spending time with me today and spending time with us. And thanks, everybody, for being here.
I appreciate you. I appreciate everybody. You know, tune in. Watch Joel every day, bro. 12 o'clock.
Thanks, Shayla Copo, for showing up, everybody.
Yeah. Go back and watch old episodes.
Yeah, go back and watch. This is episode 189. Can you believe it? It's crazy, isn't it?
189. That's good. You're doing good, bro. Love you. I'm proud of you. Keep grinding, bro. Keep banging it out.
All right. And everybody join us tomorrow night. Equal Means Equal holiday special, streaming live, EqualMeansEqual.org. The link will be in the show notes. And this has been Lunch Therapy. See you next week.
Wait, Slob90X.
Slob90X. Slob90X.com.
Go look at it. It's fun. Have a good time.